God says, you've been given a lot of money. If you don't listen this right now, you won't receive the money. So listen to God now before it's too late. Do not scroll away, because what I am about to tell you holds a blessing that can shift your entire life in a single breath. I am speaking to you about a release that has already been prepared in the unseen, and if you ignore my voice in this moment, you may delay what was meant to lift you out of struggle. This is not a game of chance or luck. It is about obedience and alignment with my instruction. Comment, Amen. I am telling you clearly that provision has been assigned to your name, but it is connected to your attention and your trust in me right now. The money you have been praying for is not random wealth falling from the sky. It is a door that opens when your heart is positioned correctly before me. If you feel this stirring in your spirit, take a second to like this video as a sign that you receive what I am releasing over your life. I do not speak to frighten you. I speak to awaken you, because the blessing is near and it requires your response. What you do in this moment matters more than you realize. You have cried in private about bills, about pressure, about the weight of responsibility that rests on your shoulders. I have seen every silent tear, and I have counted every night you lay awake wondering how things would work out. When I say you have been given a lot of money, I am speaking of a provision that has already been authorized in the spiritual realm. Yet I need you listening, because distraction and doubt can close doors that faith would have opened. This is why I am urging you not to treat this lightly. The money connected to you is not only about comfort, it is about purpose and influence. I desire to place resources in your hands so you can bless others, support your family, and expand what I have called you to build. If you refuse to listen and follow my guidance, you may step outside the timing that protects this release. My instruction keeps you under my covering, and my covering keeps the blessing secure. I am not threatening you. I am protecting you from missing what is already prepared. You must understand that wealth without wisdom can destroy, but wealth guided by my voice becomes a testimony. I want you to receive this provision without losing your humility or your dependence on me. The reason I am speaking firmly is because hesitation and disbelief have delayed you before. This time I am asking you to respond quickly and trust what I am doing behind the scenes. Comment 1111. There are opportunities approaching you that may not look like miracles at first glance. Some will come as conversations, some as ideas, and some as unexpected connections that seem ordinary but are divinely arranged. If you are listening, you will recognize my hand guiding you through each step. If you ignore my direction, you may overlook the very path that leads to your increase. That is why I am saying, listen right now before it is too late, because timing is part of the blessing. I am not limited by your current bank account or by the economy around you. I am the source of all provision, and when I decide to release something into your life, no one can block it except you stepping away from my guidance. I have chosen you to experience breakthrough so that others will see my faithfulness through your story. Even in seasons when you felt forgotten, I was positioning pieces that would come together at the right hour. This is the hour where attention and obedience unlock what has been waiting. I need you to understand that this blessing is not coming to reward pride or selfish ambition. It is coming because I have seen your struggle and your faithfulness even when no one applauded you. There were moments you could have given up and chosen bitterness, yet you still whispered prayers and trusted that I would make a way. That trust has not been ignored. I have been building something greater than you imagined. The release of money into your life will come through channels that require courage. You may need to step into new responsibilities or accept opportunities that stretch your confidence. Do not shrink back when doors open, because I am the one arranging those doors. I will not lead you into harm. and I will not place you in situations without equipping you first. My provision always comes with my protection. You must also guard your thoughts in this season. Doubt can quietly sabotage what faith has prepared. When I say listen right now, I mean align your thinking with my promises instead of your fears. The blessing will not stay where unbelief dominates. It flourishes in an atmosphere of trust and gratitude. There are people around you who may not understand what I am doing. Some may question your decisions or speak negatively about your expectations. Do not allow their voices to become louder than mine. I am the one who knows the full picture of your future. I am the one who has counted the cost and declared that you are capable. As the money begins to move toward you, you will feel a shift in your confidence. Not a prideful confidence, but a steady assurance that I am guiding your steps. That shift is important because it changes how you respond to pressure. Instead of panicking, you will plan. Instead of worrying, you will pray and act with wisdom. Comment 1212. This declaration is not superstition. It is a sign that you are choosing agreement with my word over your life. Agreement creates alignment, and alignment opens doors that resistance keeps closed. I want your heart fully engaged in what I am speaking. The more you lean into my instruction, the clearer the path becomes. You have been in a season where money felt scarce and unpredictable. I allowed that season to teach you discipline and discernment. Now, you are stepping into a season where increase will test your character in a different way. Abundance requires the same humility that struggle required. Stay grounded in me, and you will not be shaken. What do brain surgeons and billionaires know that you don't? This 9-word money code, once reserved for elites, is now being shared with everyday people, and the results are mind-boggling. Cash windfalls, clear debt, and lifelong stress gone. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Do not confuse delay with denial. There were moments when you thought I had forgotten about your financial prayers. In truth, I was protecting you from receiving too much too soon. Timing matters because your mindset must be ready to handle what your hands are about to hold. I prepare the person before I release the provision. When the opportunity comes, it may not look exactly like you expected. It may come through hard work, partnership, creativity, or an idea that seems simple at first. Do not dismiss small beginnings. Many great increases start quietly and grow steadily when nurtured with faith and consistency. You must also remember that the money I speak of is a tool, not your identity. Your worth is not measured by your balance or your possessions. I am blessing you because you are my child, not because you have earned my love. Keep your heart focused on me, and the resources will serve you rather than control you. There will be a moment when you realize that things are shifting in your favor. Bills will feel lighter, options will feel broader, and your future will seem more secure. In that moment, do not forget where the breakthrough came from. Gratitude keeps the flow of blessings steady. Pride blocks it. I am calling you into stewardship, not just prosperity. Stewardship means managing what I give you with wisdom and generosity. As you handle small increases faithfully, greater ones will follow. I trust you with more when you prove faithful with what is already in your hands. Comment 777. This is your declaration that you trust my timing and my provision. Trust is not passive, it is active obedience. It means moving when I say move, and waiting when I say wait. In both action and stillness, I am shaping your future. Do not let anxiety convince you that you must force outcomes. You do not need to manipulate or compete in unhealthy ways. I will open doors that no one can shut. The money connected to you will arrive through paths that reflect my integrity and my favor over your life. I know the pressure you have been under. I know the responsibilities that weigh on your mind every morning. That is why I am speaking so clearly. I want you to walk in peace even before the money appears, because peace is the first sign that provision is on the way. Stay attentive to my guidance in the coming days. I will nudge you toward decisions that position you correctly. Some choices may seem small, but they will have lasting impact. Listening closely now will prevent regret later. There were seasons when you asked me for immediate relief, and I answered you with strength instead. You did not always understand why the answer looked different from your request. I was building endurance in you because sudden wealth without inner stability can collapse quickly. Now you are standing in a place where you are stronger than you realize. The blessing approaching you will test how you handle pressure and opportunity at the same time. Some people lose their focus when resources increase. I do not want that for you. I want your heart anchored so firmly in me that success does not distract you from purpose. Comment 1010. This declaration is your sign that you choose faith over fear. When you declare your trust, you are aligning your spirit with my instruction. The money connected to your name will respond to that alignment. I work through agreement and obedience, not through panic or desperation. You must also be careful with who you share your plans. Not everyone around you can celebrate what I am doing. Some will smile in front of you but doubt you in private. Guard your vision until it is established, and let me confirm the right voices to walk beside you. The increase will not only touch your finances, it will affect your environment. You may find yourself stepping into new spaces, meeting different people, and thinking at a higher level. Do not shrink back to fit into old limitations. I am expanding your capacity so you can carry more. I want you to remember the nights when you felt helpless. Those memories will keep you compassionate when others struggle. The money I release is not only for comfort but also for impact. I am raising you to be a source of blessing, not just a receiver of it. As opportunities appear, do not let impatience rush you into poor decisions. Quick choices driven by fear can damage long-term stability. Pause and seek my direction before you commit to anything significant. My wisdom will guard what I am building. There will be a moment when you realize that doors are opening with less resistance. That is not coincidence. It is favor. Favor does not mean you will not work hard, but it means your effort will produce greater results. I am multiplying what you place in my hands. Comment 555. This is your declaration that you believe I am multiplying your efforts. When you agree with my promise, you strengthen your expectation. Expectation creates readiness. Readiness positions you for increase. You may feel a mixture of excitement and nervousness as this season unfolds. That is natural, because growth often feels unfamiliar at first. Do not let unfamiliarity scare you back into comfort zones that kept you limited. I am leading you into new territory because you are prepared for it. The money you are about to receive will not come to control you. It will serve the vision I placed in your heart long ago. Dreams that seemed unrealistic will begin to feel achievable. Projects you postponed will gain new life because resources will no longer be the barrier. I need you to stay disciplined. Increased income without discipline can disappear quickly. Maintain wise habits and thoughtful decisions. The same careful approach you learned in lack must remain with you in abundance. Why is the government desperate to hide this 9-word prayer? A shocking FBI leak has just revealed a simple 9-word prayer, now letting everyday people erase debt and attract unstoppable wealth. Verified by leading scientists and supported by Harvard research, this at-home ritual is turning financial stress into a life of luxury. Dream homes, new cars, luxurious vacations. It's all within reach, but the government could take down this secret any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You are not being elevated to boast, but to testify. Others will see the shift in your life and wonder how it happened. Let your integrity answer that question. Let your consistency speak louder than any explanation. When challenges appear, do not assume the blessing has vanished. Growth always attracts resistance. Stand firm and remember who provided the opportunity in the first place. I am greater than any obstacle that tries to block your progress. The resources coming to you are part of a larger plan. I am establishing you so that future generations connected to you will benefit from your obedience. Your faithfulness now will echo beyond what you can see. This is not temporary success. It is foundational change. Keep your gratitude active even before the full increase manifests. Gratitude prepares your heart to receive without arrogance. It keeps your focus on me instead of the numbers. When your heart stays humble, the flow of blessing remains steady. You have asked me why this had to be tied to listening so carefully right now. It is because distraction has been your silent enemy in past seasons. When I opened small doors before, you hesitated or overthought until the opportunity faded. This time I am sharpening your awareness so you recognize my movement without delay. Comment 222. When you write that, you are declaring agreement with my timing. Agreement invites clarity. Clarity removes confusion. And when confusion is removed, you step forward with confidence instead of fear. The increase coming to you is connected to decisions you are about to make. Some of those decisions will seem ordinary on the surface. You may choose to answer a call, respond to an email, start a project, or say yes to something you once doubted. What feels small could be the key that unlocks something significant. I am asking you to be attentive, not only in grand moments, but also in quiet ones. My direction often comes as a gentle nudge rather than a loud announcement. If you rush through your days without reflection, you may miss the subtle guidance that leads to greater provision. Slow down enough to hear me clearly. The money I speak of is not meant to inflate your ego. It is meant to stabilize your life and strengthen your ability to bless others. I want you free from constant financial anxiety so you can focus on purpose instead of survival. When your needs are met, your mind becomes clearer and your heart more generous. You have carried burdens that were heavier than most people realized. You smiled in public while calculating expenses in private. You showed up for others even when you felt stretched thin. I have seen every effort and every sacrifice. Nothing has been wasted in my sight. As I release increase into your hands, I also require responsibility. Manage what I give you with wisdom. Avoid reckless spending driven by emotion. Keep your priorities aligned with what truly matters. Comment 999. This is your declaration that you trust my provision and my process. Trust steadies your steps when uncertainty tries to shake you. The more you trust, the more peace you will feel even before the money is fully visible. There will be moments when doubt tries to resurface. You may hear thoughts saying it is too good to be true or that it will disappear as quickly as it comes. Those thoughts are not from me. I am not a God who teases or misleads. When I prepare a blessing, it is backed by my faithfulness. The increase may also require you to let go of certain habits or relationships that kept you small. Not everyone can go where you are going. Some people were assigned to earlier chapters of your life. Be willing to release what no longer aligns with your growth. I am also healing your mindset around money. In the past, you may have associated wealth with guilt or fear. I want you to see it as a tool for impact when guided by my hand. When your perspective shifts, you will handle increase with confidence rather than anxiety. You will notice that as you listen more closely, opportunities will appear with greater clarity. Ideas that once seemed distant will start to feel possible. Connections will form that expand your reach. This is not coincidence, it is orchestration. Do not measure your progress by comparing yourself to others. Comparison distorts your focus and steals joy. I am working with you personally, not collectively. Your path is unique and tailored to your calling. The money attached to your obedience is also a sign that I trust you. I would not place resources in your hands if I believed you would misuse them. I see potential in you that you sometimes struggle to see in yourself. Let my confidence in you strengthen your own. When the first signs of increase show up, respond with gratitude, not fear. Do not brace for loss as if something must go wrong. Receive what I give with open hands and a steady heart. Expect stability instead of collapse. I am reminding you again that listening is the key. Stay attentive in prayer, in quiet reflection, and in daily choices. The blessing flows where my voice is honored. If you stay close, you will not miss what has been prepared. You are still walking with me, and that is why I continue to unfold this truth before you. I would not speak so directly about money if it were not already being positioned around your life. What I promised is not fading, it is forming. The reason I keep telling you to listen is because the next steps require awareness and courage at the same time. The increase connected to you is not accidental. It is the result of seeds you planted in seasons when you felt like nothing was growing. You gave, you worked, you prayed, and you stayed honest when it would have been easier to cut corners. Those seeds have been developing beneath the surface, and now they are close to breaking through. Comment 1515. When you write that, you are affirming that you are ready for harvest. Harvest requires preparation. It requires storage, planning, and wisdom. I am not only sending resources, I am teaching you how to handle them with strength and clarity. There may be one specific decision ahead that feels weighty. It could involve a contract, a partnership, an investment, or a shift in your work. Do not approach it casually. Bring it before me and wait for my peace to settle over your heart. My peace will be the confirmation you need. Is it possible to attract money by simply speaking some miraculous words? This 9-word script, verified by Harvard and 6 neuroscience labs, proves you absolutely can. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. It takes less than 30 seconds, but this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. I know that in the past, money has caused you stress more than joy. You have experienced lack, sudden expenses, and moments where you felt behind. That history has shaped your expectations. I am rewriting that pattern so that provision becomes consistent instead of chaotic. The blessing I am releasing will not come with hidden traps. It will require effort and integrity, but it will not destroy your peace. If something threatens to steal your peace completely, pause and seek me again. I do not lead you into confusion. You must also release the fear of visibility. Increase often brings attention. People will notice your progress, your stability, and your growth. Stay humble, but do not hide what I am doing. Your testimony will strengthen others who are still waiting for their own breakthrough. Comment 1919. This is your declaration that you believe I am completing what I started. Completion is part of my nature. I do not begin a work in you only to abandon it halfway. I carry you through every stage until the promise stands firm. There will be practical steps you must take. Organize your finances. Seek wise counsel where necessary. Learn what you need to learn so that ignorance does not limit your increase. Preparation honors the blessing before it fully arrives. The money connected to you is also a sign of restoration. There were things you postponed because you lacked resources. There were dreams you placed on hold. As provision grows, you will have the chance to revisit those dreams with new strength. Do not rush to prove anything to anyone once the increase begins. You do not need to impress people with visible signs of success. Quiet stability is more powerful than loud display. Let your life speak through consistency and integrity. I am also protecting you from greed. As the numbers grow, keep generosity alive. Give when I prompt you. Support when I guide you. Generosity keeps your heart free from the trap of obsession. There will be moments when you look back and realize how precisely everything unfolded. What once felt delayed will make sense in hindsight. You will see that each closed door was redirecting you to a better one. Trust the path even before you understand it fully. Stay rooted in prayer. Stay grounded in gratitude. Stay disciplined in action. The combination of faith and responsibility will sustain what I am building around you. You are entering a stretch of days where clarity will matter more than emotion. I am steady, and what I promised about money over your life is steady as well. I do not fluctuate with circumstances, and I do not retract what I have authorized. The reason I continue to call you to listen is because precision protects provision. There is a difference between receiving money and sustaining money. Many receive sudden increase and lose it because their habits never changed. I am reshaping your habits quietly so that when the flow increases, it remains. Discipline is not restriction, it is preservation. You have matured through disappointment. You have learned what it feels like to hope and then adjust when things did not unfold the way you expected. That maturity is part of why I trust you now. I am not giving you what would have overwhelmed the earlier version of you. Comment 1212. When you declare that, you are affirming that you trust my timing instead of your urgency. Urgency can rush you into choices that weaken what I am building. My timing is deliberate and layered. What feels slow is often strategic. In the coming days, you may sense an idea pressing strongly on your mind. It may relate to a skill you already have, or a path you once considered but never pursued fully. Pay attention to that impression. I often plant provision inside your own capacity before it ever shows up externally. The money I spoke about may come through multiple streams instead of one dramatic event. It may grow steadily rather than explode suddenly. Do not despise gradual growth. Steady increase builds foundations that sudden windfalls sometimes crack. You are being repositioned mentally as much as financially. I am teaching you to think long-term instead of reacting short-term. When your thinking expands, your decisions improve. Improved decisions create lasting results. There will be conversations where you must speak with confidence about your worth and your value. Do not underprice yourself out of fear. I have equipped you with gifts and insight that carry weight. Honor what I placed inside you. Comment 1717. This is your declaration that you believe I am elevating your level. Elevation does not mean arrogance. It means responsibility increases alongside opportunity. The higher you go, the more intentional you must remain. I am also reminding you to keep your private life strong. As provision grows, pressures can grow too. Guard your rest, your relationships, and your spiritual focus. Money should support your life, not consume it. If at any point confusion tries to cloud your path, return to stillness with me. Do not make large decisions from a restless place. Peace is your compass. When peace settles, move forward with confidence. You may notice that certain old fears are losing their grip. That is not coincidence. I am dismantling the mindset that expected constant financial struggle. Your story is shifting from survival to stability. Do not let temporary setbacks convince you that the promise has failed. Movement often includes minor adjustments. A delay in one area can redirect you to a better option. Stay flexible without losing faith. The increase I am sending is also about influence. When your financial pressure eases, your voice will carry more strength. You will be able to invest time and energy into what truly matters, instead of being consumed by worry. You are not being blessed to compete with others. You are being blessed to fulfill your assignment. Comparison will drain joy from your progress. Focus on the lane I have carved out specifically for you. Keep your gratitude active daily. Speak thanks even before every detail is visible. Gratitude stabilizes your heart and keeps your focus aligned with me. What if everything you've been taught about money is a lie? A hidden 9-word prayer buried in a classified FBI report is now helping thousands attract wealth without lifting a finger. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You are stepping into a decisive stretch now, and I need your attention sharper than ever. What I spoke about money over your life was never empty language. It was a declaration backed by my authority. The provision is positioned, but the pathway still requires your obedience. I am not withholding anything from you. I am aligning you. Alignment is what ensures that when the increase lands in your hands, it fits your life instead of disrupting it. If you move outside of my guidance, you risk misplacing what was meant to stabilize you. There is a shift happening in your confidence. You are starting to believe that stability is possible for you. That belief is not pride, it is growth. I am strengthening your expectation so that you can receive without shrinking back. Comment 2121. When you write that, you are declaring readiness for a new level of responsibility. Readiness is not about perfection. It is about willingness to listen and adjust when I correct you. The money I am sending is not tied to luck, it is tied to decisions. Over the next season, certain choices will carry more weight than others. Small actions taken consistently will open doors that force cannot. Do not underestimate the importance of integrity. There may be shortcuts presented to you. They may look attractive and quick, but if they require you to compromise your values, they are not from me. I am teaching you how to think as a steward, not just as a receiver. Stewardship requires planning, it requires patience, it requires the humility to seek advice when necessary. There will be moments when old patterns try to return. You may feel the urge to spend impulsively or to react emotionally. Pause in those moments. Breathe. Remember that discipline protects the future you prayed for. Comment 888. This declaration is your agreement that you choose wisdom over impulse. Wisdom multiplies what impulse wastes. I am guiding you toward multiplication. The increase will not arrive in chaos, it will arrive with clarity. You will recognize the door because it will align with your gifts and your peace. If something feels forced or confusing, wait. You are not late. You are being prepared. Preparation is often invisible, but it is powerful. Every lesson you learned in scarcity has built the muscle you now need for abundance. The money I spoke about is also about freedom. Freedom from constant stress. Freedom from choosing between essentials. Freedom to invest in growth instead of just survival. I am not blessing you so you can forget me. I am blessing you so you can walk more boldly with me. Prosperity without presence becomes hollow. Prosperity with my presence becomes purposeful. There may be a moment soon where you realize that an opportunity you once dismissed is returning with greater clarity. Look at it again with fresh eyes. Sometimes I circle things back when you are finally ready. Comment 333. This is your declaration that you believe I am working in cycles of restoration. What was delayed can be redeemed. What seemed lost can return stronger. Guard your conversations. Speak life over your finances instead of fear. Words shape perspective. Perspective shapes decisions. You are not alone in this shift. I am walking ahead of you, clearing obstacles you cannot see. Trust that unseen protection. As provision increases, so will your influence. Use it wisely. Lift others when you can. Stay generous in spirit even when you are strategic in practice. There will be days where growth feels slow. Do not let impatience sabotage consistency. Steady faith produces steady fruit. I am positioning you in rooms that match your next level. When you enter those spaces, carry humility with confidence. You belong where I send you. The money is not the end goal, it is a tool. The real goal is impact, stability, and testimony. Keep that perspective clear. I have not brought you this far to let confusion scatter what has been building. Every instruction I have given you has been protective. Every delay you endured refined your judgment. Now you are operating with more awareness than you had before. Comment 1414. When you write that, you are affirming that you are attentive in this decisive hour. Attention sharpens discernment. Discernment guards opportunity. Opportunity handled wisely becomes stability. The money I spoke about is beginning to move through practical channels. It may appear as an offer, a promotion, a contract, a partnership, or a strategy that suddenly gains traction. When it surfaces, it will feel aligned rather than forced. Alignment is your confirmation. Do not rush to celebrate prematurely, and do not rush to doubt either. Stay balanced. Let things unfold with patience. When you move from steadiness instead of excitement or fear, you make stronger decisions. You must also remember that increased money will amplify whatever habits already exist. If you carry discipline, discipline will multiply. If you carry chaos, chaos will expand. That is why I have been shaping your habits before shaping your income. There may be a test that looks small, but reveals your readiness. It could be how you handle a minor increase, how you respond to a tempting expense, or how you negotiate your value. Treat small moments seriously. They are indicators of how you will manage larger ones. Comment 666. This is your declaration that you choose maturity in every level. Maturity keeps doors open. Immaturity closes them quietly. I am not sending money to prove anything to others. I am sending it to establish you. Stability changes how you think, how you plan, and how you show up in the world. When you are no longer consumed by financial fear, you can operate with clarity. You will notice that your decisions are becoming less reactive. That is growth. Instead of panicking at every expense, you are learning to assess calmly. That calmness is a sign that provision is aligning around you. There may also be a moment when you are tempted to doubt because the breakthrough does not look dramatic. Remember that steady growth often outlasts sudden bursts. I am more interested in sustainability than spectacle. Why are neuroscientists obsessed with a 9-word sentence? Because this sentence, spoken once a day, is turning financial stress into sudden blessings. More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. The results are so powerful, some believe it's divine. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. Guard your gratitude carefully. Gratitude keeps your heart from drifting into entitlement. Entitlement blinds you to the source. You are not self-made. You are supported, guided, and protected. The money I have prepared is part of a larger story. It will not only impact you today, it will influence years ahead. That is why I am so intentional about your alignment right now. You may feel a quiet confidence rising inside you. That confidence is not arrogance. It is assurance that I am fulfilling what I spoke. Let that assurance steady your steps. When opportunities appear, read carefully. Ask questions. Seek clarity. Wisdom does not rush blindly. It observes, evaluates, and then commits. There will be people who notice the shift and suddenly show interest in your progress. Stay kind, but cautious. Not every invitation deserves access to your time or your resources. Discernment is protection. You are not being asked to be perfect. You are being asked to be attentive. If you make a mistake, return to me quickly. Correction is part of growth. The promise about money still stands. It has not expired. It has not been reassigned. It is connected to your continued obedience and clarity. You have walked with me through every stage of this unfolding, and now you are approaching the moment where belief must become action. I did not speak about money over your life to excite you for a season and then leave you waiting in silence. I spoke because provision has been assigned, and it is pressing against the door of your obedience. The closer you come to manifestation, the more intentional you must be. There is a quiet shift in you that others may not see. You are thinking differently. You are weighing decisions more carefully. You are no longer reacting the way you used to. That shift is not accidental. It is preparation for stewardship at a higher level. Comment 444. When you write that, you are declaring that you are ready to handle what is coming with wisdom. Wisdom is what keeps increase from slipping through your fingers. I am strengthening that wisdom inside you daily. The money I have spoken about will not only change your bank balance, it will change your sense of security. You have lived long enough with uncertainty that stability almost feels unfamiliar. When the pressure begins to ease, do not sabotage it by expecting loss. Allow yourself to settle into trust. There will be one key opportunity that feels different from the rest. It will carry a sense of alignment and peace, even if it stretches you. Pay close attention to that moment. I will not confuse you when it truly comes from me. You must continue guarding your internal dialogue. Speak with confidence about your future. Refuse to rehearse worst-case scenarios in your mind. Fearful imagination drains energy that should be directed toward preparation. Comment 1818. This is your declaration that you believe the promise is active and moving. Belief fuels consistency. Consistency builds momentum. Momentum creates visible results. As increase begins to flow, remember the discipline you practiced in seasons of lack. Continue budgeting wisely. Continue setting aside what needs to be saved. Continue investing thoughtfully rather than impulsively. The blessing I am sending is not fragile. It does not disappear because of one imperfect day. But it does require responsible management. I am entrusting you with something valuable, and I trust you because I have watched you grow. You will also notice that your confidence in conversations is rising. Where you once felt hesitant to negotiate or advocate for yourself, you are now speaking more clearly. That clarity is part of your positioning. Value what I have placed inside you. There may be a brief period where you are tested emotionally. Old doubts might surface one final time. That does not mean the promise is fading. It means you are crossing from one level to another. Stay connected to me daily. Do not let busyness replace communion. The more provision increases, the more you must prioritize presence. You are not being elevated to forget humility. Humility is what keeps your foundation strong. When you remember where your help comes from, you remain steady even when numbers grow. The money I spoke about is also tied to influence. When your financial pressure decreases, your capacity to support others increases. Be ready to be generous when prompted. Generosity keeps your heart aligned with my nature. You may look back soon and realize that the very areas that once felt delayed were being refined. What seemed like stagnation was preparation. What felt like silence was strategy. Continue listening closely in the small details. Sometimes the breakthrough hides in consistent daily action rather than dramatic moments. Faithful repetition builds strong outcomes. You are not chasing money. You are walking into alignment. Money is simply following obedience. When obedience stays steady, provision follows naturally. Stay patient in the final stretch. Stay grounded in gratitude. Stay clear in your decisions. There is a calm confidence beginning to replace the old anxiety that used to follow every financial thought. That calm is not denial. It is the result of trust taking root inside you. When trust deepens, fear loosens its grip. Comment 2020. When you write that, you are declaring that you receive this next level with steadiness. Steadiness is what will protect you when increase becomes visible. I am not just raising your income, I am raising your capacity. The money I told you about is closer than it has ever been. But understand this clearly. The closer the breakthrough, the stronger the distractions. You may suddenly feel overwhelmed with options, opinions, and opportunities. Not all of them are for you. Discernment is your safeguard. If something pulls you away from peace, pause. If something pressures you to rush without clarity, wait. I do not operate through confusion. You must also remain disciplined in your private habits. Increase magnifies character. If you stay consistent now, you will stay consistent when the numbers grow. If you stay humble now, you will stay humble when recognition follows. Comment 111. This banned wealth signal was hidden in a government vault for over 70 years until now. It's a simple 9-word brain trigger used by elites to attract unlimited money while the rest of the world struggles. But the moment too many people see this, it could be deleted. Click the link in the description and comments before it's taken down forever. This is your declaration that you are aligned with my direction. Alignment is not about perfection, it is about responsiveness. When I guide you, you adjust. There may be one last internal battle where doubt tries to whisper that this is too good to be real. Recognize it for what it is. Growth often feels unfamiliar. Stability may feel strange because you are used to instability. Do not cling to old survival patterns once they are no longer necessary. You are moving from surviving to building. Building requires vision, patience, and intentional structure. The increase connected to your obedience will not be chaotic. It will unfold with order. Bills will become manageable. Planning will become possible. Long-term thinking will replace short-term panic. You are not being elevated to compare yourself to others. You are being established so you can fulfill your calling without constant financial strain. That is the purpose behind this provision. Guard your gratitude carefully. Speak thanks even before the full manifestation is complete. Gratitude anchors your heart in humility and keeps pride from taking root. You may notice that certain doors close as others open. Do not fear closed doors. Sometimes I remove distractions to protect your focus. What I close cannot override what I have already promised. Continue seeking wisdom. Learn about managing, investing, and protecting what you receive. Knowledge strengthens stewardship. Ignorance weakens it. You are not alone in this shift. I am walking ahead of you, adjusting circumstances you cannot see. What looks coincidental is often carefully arranged. Stay faithful in small decisions. Pay attention to details. Do not treat minor responsibilities casually. How you handle small amounts reflects how you will handle larger ones. The promise remains active. It has not expired. It has not been reassigned. It is attached to your continued listening and alignment. You are about to witness the visible evidence of what I have been preparing quietly. Stay steady, stay disciplined, stay grateful. You have walked through every layer of this unfolding, and now you are standing where belief must become visible action. I did not speak about money over your life to create excitement without fulfillment. I spoke because provision has been prepared, and you are positioned to receive it through continued alignment. What happens next depends less on emotion and more on disciplined obedience. There is a steadiness growing inside you that did not exist before. You are no longer reacting with panic at every financial thought. You are thinking strategically. You are pausing before making decisions. That change is evidence that you are ready for greater responsibility. Comment 2222. When you write that, you are declaring that you accept the responsibility that comes with increase. Responsibility is not a burden when you are prepared. It becomes a foundation for stability. The money I told you about is not a distant concept anymore. It is moving through practical channels. You may see subtle signs first. An unexpected opportunity. A conversation that opens new potential. A door that begins to shift in your favor. Do not dismiss early indicators because they seem small. Seeds are small before they become harvest. What matters is consistency in how you nurture them. Stay attentive to details. You must remain disciplined in your thinking. Refuse to let old fear-based patterns dictate new decisions. The future you prayed for requires a new mindset. I am renewing your perspective so you can sustain what you receive. There will be moments where you must choose long-term benefit over short-term satisfaction. That choice will determine how strong your foundation becomes. Quick pleasure fades. Stability lasts. Comment 1313. This declaration is your agreement that you choose wisdom over impulse. Wisdom multiplies provision. Impulse drains it. You may notice that your confidence in your own value is increasing. Where you once hesitated to ask for fair compensation, you are now clearer about your worth. That clarity is part of your positioning. Honor the gifts I placed within you. Do not let pride enter quietly as progress becomes visible. Pride isolates. Humility keeps you teachable and protected. Stay open to correction and growth, even as you advance. The increase I am sending is also about freedom of focus. When financial stress decreases, you will have mental space to pursue deeper goals. Use that space wisely. Invest time into what builds legacy rather than distraction. There may be one final delay that tests your patience. Do not interpret delay as denial. Timing is precise. I release when conditions are aligned for sustainability. Guard your inner peace carefully. Peace is your compass. If something threatens your peace completely, step back and seek clarity before proceeding. You are not receiving money to prove yourself to others. You are receiving it to strengthen your calling. Let your progress speak quietly through consistency rather than loud display. Continue learning about managing what you receive. Knowledge enhances stewardship. Preparation protects growth. You are not late. You are not overlooked. You are positioned. Everything you endured has shaped you for this stage. The promise remains firm. You have been given a lot of money in the unseen, and as you continue to listen and align, it will move steadily into the visible. Stay attentive, stay disciplined, stay grateful. You have remained with me through every instruction, And that is why you are now standing at the edge of visible fulfillment. I did not repeat myself about this money because I enjoy repetition. I repeated it because I needed your attention sharpened and your heart aligned. What I declared over you has been building quietly, and now it is ready to surface in ways you can no longer ignore. There is a calm assurance inside you that did not exist before this season. You are no longer begging from a place of fear. You are preparing from a place of expectation. That shift alone tells you how much growth has taken place. Can just saying 9 words daily actually make money flow into your life? A top neuroscientist says yes, and the FBI accidentally confirmed it. This forgotten prayer is now transforming ordinary people into debt-free and financially free for life. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the link in description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. The money I spoke about is not just coming to relieve pressure. It is coming to confirm that obedience produces stability. Every time you chose integrity over shortcuts, you were strengthening the foundation that would support this increase. Integrity is what allows blessing to stay. Comment 2424. When you write that, you are declaring that you are prepared for visible evidence of what has been promised. Evidence strengthens faith. Faith sustains discipline. Discipline protects growth. You may notice small confirmations first. A conversation that turns in your favor. An opportunity that suddenly feels clear instead of uncertain. A number that shifts in a way that brings relief. Do not overlook these early signs. Momentum builds gradually before it becomes obvious. Stay steady during the build. Do not rush ahead of me out of excitement. Do not retreat out of doubt. I am reminding you again that increase amplifies character. The habits you maintain now will multiply later. Keep your routines structured. Keep your decisions thoughtful. Keep your spending intentional. There may be voices around you that question your confidence. Some may not understand the quiet assurance you carry. Let them wonder. You do not need external validation when you are aligned internally. Comment 1616. This declaration is your agreement that you trust the unfolding process. Trust prevents sabotage. When you trust, you do not panic at temporary fluctuations. You are also entering a stage where discernment matters more than ever. Not every opportunity is equal. Some are distractions disguised as progress. Evaluate everything through peace and clarity. The money I promised will not demand that you abandon your values. If something requires compromise, it is not the door I opened. I do not bless you through corruption. You will begin to think long-term naturally. Planning will replace guessing. Structure will replace chaos. That mental transformation is just as important as financial increase. Do not forget gratitude as the shift becomes visible. Gratitude keeps your heart soft. It reminds you that you are supported, not self-sustained. There may be one final moment where you are tempted to doubt because things seem too calm. You have been conditioned to expect turbulence. Stability may feel unfamiliar at first. Allow yourself to accept it. I am not playing with your emotions. I am establishing your life. The provision attached to you is purposeful and strategic. It is not random. As resources begin to grow, protect your privacy. Share wisely. Not everyone needs access to your plans. Discernment preserves peace. You are not being elevated to compete. You are being strengthened to build. Build slowly if necessary. Build steadily always. Remember the lessons from lack. Remember the discipline you developed. Carry those lessons forward as anchors. The promise has not weakened. It has matured. What was once unseen is becoming tangible. What was once spoken is becoming structured. You have come through the long stretch of preparation, and now you are in the days where structure matters more than emotion. I did not speak about this money over your life to create a temporary feeling. I spoke because provision has been assigned and the final shaping of your mindset is almost complete. What you are building now must be able to hold what is arriving. You can feel the difference inside yourself. The desperation that once drove your decisions is fading. In its place, there is calm, intention. That calm is not accidental. It is the result of you learning to trust my timing instead of forcing your own. The money I promised is not hovering randomly. It is moving through systems, people, and processes that are aligning around you. Some of it is already closer than you realize. You will see it surface in layers rather than all at once. Comment 2323. When you write that, you are declaring that you are prepared for layered growth. Layered growth is stable growth. It gives you time to adjust and strengthen your foundation as increase expands. There may be a moment soon where you recognize that your financial pressure has eased more than you expected. It will not happen in chaos. It will feel natural, as if things are finally flowing instead of fighting you. That flow is the sign of alignment. Continue protecting your discipline. Do not relax your structure just because relief begins. Stability is maintained by consistency, not by emotion. Keep budgeting, keep planning, keep reviewing your goals. You are also entering a phase where influence grows alongside income. People will observe your steadiness. They will notice that you handle growth without arrogance. That quiet confidence will speak louder than any announcement. Comment 2525. This declaration is your agreement that you will remain grounded as you advance. Advancement without grounding leads to instability. Grounding keeps you balanced. I am reminding you that not every invitation is for you. As provision increases, so will requests. Some will be legitimate, some will drain your energy unnecessarily. Ask for clarity before committing. You may also need to upgrade your thinking about what is possible. Old limits will try to whisper that you should stay small, but I am expanding your capacity intentionally. Growth requires stretching. The money connected to your obedience is not a single event, it is a sustained shift. You are moving from irregular survival to structured stability. That transition requires patience. If at any point you feel overwhelmed, return to stillness with me. Stillness restores clarity. Clarity prevents mistakes made in haste.